Oh, how I hate you. All right, guys. I am so sorry. I am trying to figure this out. It is driving me crazy. It's been a long time since I've done just regular YouTube live with no kind of software. So give me a minute. I'm supposed to be horizontal. And it's still vertical. And I ain't even... Am I even in the right place? Heck. Alright. No. Yes, I'm in the right place. Yes. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, I think I got this fixed. Like I said, y'all, it's been a long time since I have been live with no software whatsoever. So, I apologize. Zoom in a little bit for y'all. I hope you can hear me without any problems. Hey, left-handed crafter. All right, so we're going to make a quick little card tonight. Well, I say quick, but you know, hey, it ain't probably going to be quick. I just got this in the mail. I ordered it from Brutus Monroe. I love Wizard of Oz. It's like my favorite movie ever. I think it's holiday. I watch it every holiday. So we're going to make a Dorothy card using this stamp set that I just got. And some other products. All right, I have a top folding card base. It's 4 1/4 by 11. I picked this cardstock up at all places at Hobby Lobby. It's thick, extra heavyweight, thick cardstock, and it's printed in the gingham on the front side. And it has like red, blue, black, gray, green. I thought it'd make fun cards, so I picked this up. We're using that as our card base. It actually is pretty heavy. I've used one already in a different pattern. Not the gingham, but they had gingham, wood grain, and a watercolor pattern. So, super fun. So we're going to use that. I've got an arch cut out of some navy cardstock. That's going to be our matte layer. And I did cut 2 pieces of Nina's 80-pound cardstock in Solar White in case I mess up my stamping. So I'm going to put one of these in my Misty. And we're going to open this bad boy up. I hope you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me in the comments. I have my iPad on so I can see comments. All right, let's put this up. I know we want Dorothy. And she's going to go right in here. I think I might be able to fit Toto. At least I hope. Yes, I can. So there's my focal image. Let's get those kind of straight. And then I want to make sure I have room for my sentiment. Down there. good. Thank Anita. All right, so there's that. I think I'm going to use that sentiment. It fits, so... but it has so many. It has, there's no place like home. You've had the power all along. Follow your dream. I admire your courage. I love this. I just loved it. I also got the witches. But sadly, they had already sold out of their dies. So, I did not get the dies. I just got the stamp set. All right, let's prep our stamp. At one time, I had an eraser. Let me go to the drawer of plenty. I had a white eraser somewhere, y'all. But as everything else, it has disappeared. So we're just going to prep it with our fingers, and we're going to stamp it in tuxedo black because we are going to do some alcohol marker coloring. So I'm probably going to stamp it a couple times. Make sure we're over there. I also have misplaced my stamp press. Actually, that stamped pretty good the first time. I'm kind of impressed. I've had a couple Brutus Monroe stamps, but I've not played with them. So I decided I was going to play. I also got some other cool stuff too today. I got a grab bag from Pink Fresh Studio. It was $39. It was a mystery bag. So I grabbed that. I'm going to zoom us in a little bit. Alright, so Dorothy is cut, or stamped. I'm going to be using my Spectrum Noir Tri-Blend brush markers tonight to color with. So I've pulled out some colors that I thought I was going to use. I have the fair skin. I have both sets, by the way. In case you're wondering, they come in 2 sets. There's an extended set. Let's see. This is the regular set. You get 24 markers, 24 pieces. And there's 3 in each. There's 3 colors in each marker. There's a light, medium, and a dark. So I got that set. And then I got the extended set. And it has some of the colors that were missing from the first set. It has those colors. So, in case you're wondering, that's where those came from. And they're both the brush markers. You got to be careful when you pick them up on Amazon or wherever. And make sure you're getting the brush. Alright, so we're going to color Dorothy. And with the tri-blends, you actually want to color light to dark. Lightest to darkest. So we're going to come in and color Dorothy's skin. I'm going to go ahead and color her little hands. And her... We're going to say she doesn't have any stockings on. So we're going to color her little legs. That's our lightest color. And it actually tells you on the marker. Has light, medium, dark. And then over here it has fair skin blend. And Spectrum Noir their skin tone is FS6. Or this marker is FS6, fair skin 6, level 7 and 8. So then our darkest color with this is 8. Get out of the way tape. So we are going to put this where our shadows are. Gonna have a little shadow here. And we would have a little shadow there. Here. Remember, anywhere that something lays on top of another object, you're gonna have a shadow. Then we're gonna come in with our medium color and we're gonna blend out our shadow. That's gonna be where most of my objects are. The medium and the dark is actually on the same marker, on the same side. We're gonna give her a little shadow on her nose. She probably have a little shadow over here. Remember, you do want to know which way your light is hitting. So we're gonna blend that out. We're gonna blend her legs. I've been playing with these markers for a little while, in case y'all are wondering. Now we're coming back with our lightest color and blending our medium tone out. Excuse me. All right, so there's Dorothy's skin. Now I can come back in and add a little, give her a little cheek. And I'm gonna use the pale, this is the pale pink extended. So this comes from the extended set. I'm just gonna use the lightest color and give her a little blush. Blend that just a tad. I love a grab bag too. I actually got two. I got the Simon Says stamp, Huntington disease mystery box. I got the 150 box. I paid $150 and I got over $300 worth of products. That was recently. Hi, Margaret. And then that one popped up and I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. I like picket fence anyway, so it was kind of a no-brainer. All right, we're going to color her dress, and I chose, this is the vintage blue blend, so I'm going to use that to color her dress. So we're going to, it's awful gray looking, isn't it? I guess that's why it's vintage. This is the lightest color. And if I don't like it, I can always come back over it with it and glaze over it with a different color. Not a big deal. All right, we're going to color in our shadow areas. Around there. Here, here. Where the artist left us indications, there's shadows. We'll blend that out. And then we'll blend that with the lightest color. And I am going to let that sit for a little bit, and I'm going to come back and color over that with a blue, because I want it a little bit bluer. So we're going to take a gray marker and we're just going to add a little shadow where on her white top. Don't want too much, just a little. This is the ice gray extended color. I still want it to look white, so that's why I'm not doing too much. I did start with my medium color. Actually, I'm using my medium color now. And then I'll blend it out with my light. The only thing about these markers, they did not have a colorless blender, which I thought was strange. All right, let's come back with a blue And we're just going to kind of glaze over this vintage blue now that it's kind of soaking into the paper a little bit. And that way we can change her dress color. And actually, I think we can go with the darkest one. This is IB3. IB3. Yes, that's much better. The great thing about alcohol markers are the color underneath is still going to show up. That's the fun part. All right, make sure y'all drop any questions in the chat below so I can answer them. Color her little bows in her hair. Are y'all a Wizard of Oz fan? I adore the Wizard of Oz. Watch it every year at Thanksgiving. I don't know, it's just a tradition. Just a wonderful tradition. All right, we're going to color her shoes. And I'm going to do those red. So we're going to say she has her ruby slippers on. Even though these are not the ruby slippers. There is a pair of ruby slippers in the stamp set, though. This is just the dark red blend. So we're going to add our darkest color. And blend that out with our medium. And then we'll blend in that out with our lightest. All right, let's do our hair. So I chose a couple different browns tonight. I have the gold brown blend, the muted brown blend, which I think I'm going to use for Toto. And then I've got a golden yellow blend and the earth brown blend. I think we're going to go with dark brown hair. So we're going to use the earth brown extended blend. So we're going to start with our lightest color. You could very easily use this as a skin tone also. Now, I will tell you, with the tri-blend markers, you don't want to get right up to the edge when you're first laying down your color. You want to give it a little room. All right, let's come back in with our shadow. We're just going to add that where the artist has added our shadow for us, around our face, right over there. Take our medium color and kind of blend that out a little. Do you want to see some of that other brown also? So all right, we'll blend that with our lightest. I actually have been really enjoying these markers. Trying to make sure I keep my big old hand out of y'all's way. She's looking so pretty. This is the muted. We're going to do the golden for the basket. Because why not? Could have done the golden for her hair also. Gosh, y'all are so quiet. It's our darkest color. And my insulin pump lies. It's trying to say signal loss. I know that's what that sound was. It's been driving me crazy today. I actually just went to the doctor yesterday and everything looked really good. I told him my pump was crazy. She didn't seem to believe me. Alright, so there's our basket. There's Dorothy's little basket, which Toto is totally not going to fit in that basket. Do we want to do Toto gray? Since he is technically gray. We'll do him gray. We will stick to the movie-ish. So we'll add our lightest gray color in there. We're going to throw a little brown in there too, just for funsies. Let's come in with our darkest color. That leg back there is going to be a little, it's going to be darker. Our medium tone. And you remember your medium tone is your mid-tone. That's the color that you're going to see the most of. And that. So we need to add some dark under here. So his doesn't look like his little neck is floating. All right, let's add some shadow underneath Dorothy and Toto. So they're not just floating in air. Blend that a little bit. And then we're going to let that dry for a second, and then we're going to add in some yellow. So we're going to add a little yellow there on Toto. We're going to glaze over our shadow with our golden yellow here, since we're in Oz. So it's going to look like we're on the yellow brick road. Then we're going to come back in and add a little sky right behind them. And I'm just going to take and very lightly add just a little hint of color back behind them. Add our darker color down here at the bottom. These will make some cute tags, by the way. I'm going to grab a colorless blender and soften this right around through here. This is just a Sanjoki colorless blender. But there's our coloring. So we can stamp our sentiment now. So let's pull back the Misty. I was gonna say whatever I did with it. Oh, I lost Toto. This stamp says just adorbs. Markers out of the way. Let's see. I'm going to say I have I'm using the cover from the my small waffle flower grip mat to make sure that was lined up. They actually come with two. I actually have a bigger size coming and the one that fits my Misty. Alright, so do we want to stamp in black? Or do we want to heat emboss in gold? What do y'all think? Stamp the sentiment in just black? Or heat emboss it with gold? Because I have the gold embossing powder sitting here. Tracy, it's a super cute stamp set. I know. Alright, so Tracy says gold. I'm kind of feeling the gold myself, y'all. Alright, so we're going to go with gold. Now, okay, there's my anti-static powder bag. We will ink this baby up in gold, or in some Versamark ink. Let's move that out of the way. Where is my scratch paper? We are going to use the polished gold embossing powder from Wow. Let's see, a little brush. There's that. Pour our excess back in. Let's heat up the heat tool. One heat tool. Ha, ha, ha. Two heat tools. Alright. Well, we didn't get the Y very well, but that's okay. Very pretty, very pretty. Alright, so since I didn't get the Y very well, I do have a little trick. If I have them out here. I bet they are inside. They are. Darn it. Alright, so I was going to take a gold pen and just fill in there, but we are going to take a glue pen. Okay, I just saw it. We're going to take a little quickie glue pen and just kind of fill in our little Y. And let's see, paper. Drop a little embossing powder on that. If you don't, you can actually buy a pack of 6 on Amazon for like $10. And this time I'm actually going to heat it from the back. Here we go. All right, so we can take this and we're going to mount it on our other piece of white. We're going to stick those together so we have a little, it can stand up a little bit. So we'll just take our Fairly Art glue. And we're going to stick those arches together. Get that pen out of my mouth before I swallow it. All right, let's take that. We'll put that on there. We're going to take and grab our 2mm foam tape from scrapbook.com, and we're going to pop her up a little bit. Let's see, scissors. This foam tape you can't really tear, you got to cut it. I could have cut another arch, but I didn't think about it. And they actually have 2 other sizes of their foam tape now. They have a 2mm, which we're using here, a 1mm thick, a 3mm thick foam tape. So you can get all kinds of different dimensions. All right, let's take that. We'll peel these off. Throw that in the trash can. Add a little liquid glue so we can have a little wiggle room. I'm going to line that up on one of our little gingham lines. Just like that, and I can press it down. Now we need a little something something. So let's add a little splatter. I also got this little bottle of Shimmer Splash Gilded. It was a free gift from Brutus Monroe. So we're going to take a little bit of that, add over here on our paper. And we're going to take a little water. I'm gonna add some gold speckles. Splatters. I'm like, what the heck are these called? That gold speckles. Alright, so that is the card for tonight. I hope y'all had fun. I hope you learned a little bit about coloring with a Spectrum Noir tri-blend markers. And you can grab those at Brutus Monroe. The cardstock came from Hobby Lobby. The gingham cardstock came from Hobby Lobby. Big old pack. 50 sheets. Alright, so that's it for me. I will see you guys in the next video. Stay crafty. Love you guys. Bye.